Good morning, everyone. It's Nora, and it's Sunday at about 9:15, I think, and I'm brewing the coffee in the Keurig. So I have a couple of minutes to talk first while that's happening. I got a new subscriber to my YouTube channel yesterday, and I went, oh, I've been kind of neglecting my channel, and there's a good reason for that. I wanted to, first of all, make a video, say hello, and just talk about what's going on. I am going through a divorce. This is new as of Martin Luther King Day. Actually, the day before Martin Luther King Day was when it really kind of started. And I've been going through the process. I'm told not to talk too much about it because a lawyer could discover what I'm talking about. But I feel like if you're being factual and you're just saying, hey, this is what I'm doing, that no one can really blame you. Excuse me. But I will just say broadly, in general, I'm doing a lot of different things, like going to a lot of different appointments and talking with various professionals just to get everything lined up that I will need to know going forward. Something that I know in my head is important and I haven't really made a whole lot of time for is taking care of my stress levels. When I get stressed, apparently one of the things I do, the level of stress kind of determines to what extent I do this, is when I get stressed, I sometimes lose a little bit of my appetite for food. I'm an Italian girl. I love carbs, and I usually have no problem eating. But when I am really, truly stressed out, I will start to eat, and then I'll just kind of lose interest in food. And this dovetails perfectly with what I understand about high stress situations, traumatic situations, people going through a breakup. On average, from what I have read, and I think I've kind of found this to be true in myself a little bit, they on average lose 10 to 15% of their body weight, which is, it can be pretty significant. It can be almost 30 pounds for some people. So I'm finding that I'm kind of losing interest in eating a little bit, and my mouth is dry. I have been through a lot of deaths in the family in the past few years. I think I talked about this maybe previously. And I had a traumatic death in the family, and then a year later, a coworker passed away in a very dramatic way. And I noticed the dry mouth and kind of the racing heartbeat and the lack of interest in food during those times as well. So I'm not totally surprised that this is happening, but I want to just keep tabs on my stress level, because it's not that stress in and of itself is a bad thing, but excessive amounts of it can have cascading effects on overall health. I'm healthy right now. I'm pretty much the best health that I can possibly be in. But I had my results of for some reason, my health insurance provider wanted to do a cholesterol test on me, and my cholesterol levels have always been very good, very, very good, optimal. And my levels are starting to rise just slightly. And I don't like that trend, because I do try to eat clean and I try to stay active and do all the things that I can to keep those levels optimal. So seeing them go out of optimal and into okay is a little bit concerning to me. I have a family history of thyroid problems and was told a few years ago that I probably have Hashimoto's. And my understanding is that there are different, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to speak as if I am one or with any authority at all, but my understanding is that different systems can be impacted by this one little gland, and one of the things that can influence it is stress, of course. And so I really want to keep tabs because I don't want to develop a full-blown thyroid problem, or any issue for that matter. I don't know why my throat is so gravelly this morning. I think allergies whenever it rains tend to be a little more intense. So I think I might need to take some allergy meds when I get my coffee. So things that I'm trying to think of to do in order to alleviate the stress in my life: getting enough sleep and spending time with the right people. And exercise is going to have to be a thing starting this week. Last week, I did not feel like working out. I am someone who works out regularly, and I didn't feel like doing it. I just did not want to do it. So I didn't. I spent a lot of time on the couch. When I'm done shooting this, my plan is to get my coffee and then grab my weights. I found 12-pound dumbbells at Target yesterday. That basically completes my set. I have 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35, and I was missing the 12 because, you know, sometimes 10 is too light and sometimes 15 is too heavy for something that you're doing. So I was really happy to find 12 pounds. But I want to get off the couch at least just for half an hour, get something done, and then I plan to go visit a friend who has been housebound and dealing with cancer. And I haven't seen her in months, so it'll be really great to just kind of get together. My shirt today says, "Happiness is handmade," and I think I can create my own happiness in my own way. And I hope that you do too. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will talk to you again very soon.